What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Soss here with the First Round Vibe podcast to bring you some breaking news this morning. This morning, it is Wednesday morning, and yesterday it was dropped that the Cincinnati Bengals, their star wide receivers, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, are not at the first round of OTA practice. That's pretty big news because of the fact that they are two relatively veteran players. They are both seeking new contracts. T. Higgins actually has not yet signed his franchise tag that was offered to him back in February. So we know that he is kind of holding out for a new contract. We thought in the earlier parts of the offseason that he would be actually getting possibly traded to a team. A lot of speculation was with my Tennessee Titans because of the fact that we have their old offensive coordinator, Cincinnati Bengals' old offensive coordinator, Callahan, is actually the head coach of the Tennessee Titans now. So there's a lot of speculation that T. Higgins could be going over there. The Titans ended up opting not to sign him, not to trade for him. They ended up signing Calvin Ridley and then ended up signing also Tyler Boyd, who has some experience in that Cincinnati Bengals offense. So that's going to make the transition a little bit better. Anyway, going back to the Bengals. So Jamar Chase is not shown up, and we all know. So there's been several huge contract signings, contract extensions that are paramount to the NFL. So it's like resetting the whole landscape of the NFL. But these are two star wide receivers. We know that Jamar Chase is definitely a star wide receiver. T. Higgins, he did a pretty solid job in the absence of Jamar Chase and helping keep that Bengals offense humming to the point where it needed to be at. So in an article on ESPN's website, they actually talked to Zach Taylor, and Zach Taylor actually downplayed the significance of the two-star wide receivers not being there. And he basically was talking about the participation being voluntary. Now, I get that. That makes sense because they already know the offense. Obviously, you would want them to get some practice in with some of the newer players and everything. You would want them to get their feet wet because they haven't played football in a long time. However, if Zach Taylor isn't even really worried about it yet, then I guess that means that the whole football world shouldn't be super nervous about it. I know I would be, especially if I was a Bengals fan. Shout out to you, Mark, because of the fact that that's two of the biggest weapons that Joe Burrow has, and they are not present yet. Now, we'll continue to monitor the situation, especially considering the fact that whenever the mandatory stuff starts happening, if they reach a financial decision, if they reach an agreement, if these two players end up showing up whenever they need to show up, we'll continue to monitor the situation. But as of right now, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are not at OTAs. Zach Taylor is not overly worried about it. And apparently, I guess it's the absence of Higgins and Chase isn't going to set back the development of the offense. That is according to Zach Taylor. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are on it. I personally, I mean, I get it. Get your bag. You got to get your bag. A lot of these guys, they are younger, and the scope of the landscape now for the NFL is to pay wide receivers. And so because of that, I mean, there's no shame in them trying to go after the money. There's no shame in holding out, especially in a voluntary period, to make sure that you are getting the most amount of money that you can. We have seen multiple wide receivers getting big-time extensions and everything. We'll talk more about that here soon. But let me know what you guys' thoughts are on it. Drop down in the comment section below. Let me know if you guys think that these guys are idiots for doing that, or if you think that it's a smart business decision. All that good stuff. With that being said, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.